The three quotes that we were allowed to choose from are "Knowing others is wisdom, knowing yourself is enlightenment" by Lao Tzu, "Do or do not, there is no try" by Yoda, and "Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected" by Steve Jobs. And the quote that I chose to do is "Do or do not, there is no try" by Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try by Yoda. This is a very well-known saying throughout America and probably throughout the world, one that I've known my entire life. This is often said when a task is not done well by the person performing the task and the person that's told them to do the task doesn't agree with what they've done, or when complaining follows an assignment. I'll talk about where I've seen this in my life and throughout the world, and why I don't agree with this saying. I've seen this at work often. I work on my family ranch, and it seems like when you're told to do something, you go out and do it. If you can't figure it out, then you're going to be in trouble. And I know that this is often the case at many other people's jobs, where when they're given something that they need to do, they need to go and do it. And in that case, I think that's probably right. You need to be someone that's dependable. And if this is often the case also at school, where you either do your assignment or don't do your assignment. You can't try to do your assignment unless you want an F. A lot of teachers don't see trying as worthy of getting a good grade. I also have seen this in home, where too much is expected and you either do what they say or you don't do. You can't try to meet your parents' expectations or things won't turn out well. I, however, do not agree with this saying in many ways, because I think that you have to try and fail in order to grow. And all of the amazing men that have become inventors or scientists, like Einstein, they all tried and failed before they succeeded at whatever they were trying to do. If they had followed this saying of "do or do not, there is no try," we would have much less amazing things in the world and much less creativity. I believe that we don't grow and we don't become stronger if we don't try and fail. That's how we grow as individuals and people, and I think that it would be so much different if in schools or work, if people saw this a little more than do or do not, there is no try, because if we're allowed to try and fail, then we won't be so scared to make mistakes. People are terrified of making mistakes because of this saying, and people who have attitudes like this. I think that there's always a try, because if we want to try, that's how we're going to grow. I've seen examples of this in my own life, where my family, there was a man who invented a stretcher. Stretchers are what you attach the wire and you stretch the wires with, and someone in my family was able to create a new way to stretch the wire that was more efficient for our family. And if he had just gone with the original way of stretching wire, then we wouldn't have what we have today. And this is just a small example that I've seen in my life, but I know that this is the case in many, many other ways. I do, however, see this do or do not, there is no try. I see this as also a good thing, because people oftentimes give up. They refuse to do what needs to get done. They go with the do not. Oftentimes, it seems like in society, a lot of times people think that it's okay to give up on things before they're fully finished. And I can see that this is where the saying applies, but mostly I think that creativity is more important. I think it's important for us to be able to express ourselves, and if we live by this saying of do or do not, there is no try, then no one's growing, no one's creating, no one is making new inventions and improving on old things, because they're just sticking with the flow. This quote to me seems very in the box, like there is doing it and that's all, there's no outside, create your own thing, and I think that that's what our society needs more of. I think that there always needs to be a try, and this quote should be changed to do or do not, but try to do it to the best of your ability.